From the towering peaks of the Woolajezi Mountain in Lofa County to the golden plains of Bomi River Basin, through the verdant greens of the Sapo National Park, a place where monkeys whisper secrets and pygmy hippos tread unseen, from the valleys to the roaring coasts of Monrovia, Buchanan, Harper, and Robertsport. These are the voices that travel unfiltered, uncaged, and unstoppable. Welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where we speak the languages of the land, celebrate the cultures of our people, beat the drums of our tribes, and dance to the rhythms of our identity. This platform is more than just a broadcast. It's a movement, a megaphone for the people. No scripts, no sugarcoating, no stage management, just the truth, pure, bold, and proudly Liberian. Tune in, turn up the volume, and join your host, George Senator Sibo, the Pan-Africanist, shaking the mic, breaking the silence, and speaking for the nation and its people. The Liberian Voices Unfiltered. All hail, Liberia hail. It is raw, it is real, it is authentic. From the bushes to the beaches, this is our voices, our truth, and our story. It must be heard.
All right, good evening, fellow Liberians. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Good afternoon, based on your time. We have come again with a new edition of the program, Liberia Voices Unfiltered, a program that dig deep into happenings around Liberia and saying things as it should be. I'm your host, George Senator Sibo, the man behind the microphone. Today, our topic is very interesting. We will be talking about youth unemployment. Youth unemployment. Liberian youth. I'm talking about Liberian youth unemployment. And what is the government doing to address the crisis? This crisis, in my opinion, and that of other social scientists like myself, we clearly see that this has become an epidemic. And they have graduated from that and become a pandemic. It is a serious issue in Liberia, unemployment crisis, especially for the youth. What is the government doing to address it? Today, we're going to be looking at several areas, several things, several factors that are leading to youth unemployment. And what are some of those measures that government needs to put in place to address them in order to get past this serious issue about our youth? So we ask you to join us, like our page, share the live, invite people to follow it, invite the youth. And this program today is going to be very, very interactive. The lines will be open. Look down on the screen. You will see the number. You can call in to give your point. You can call in to give your one or two pieces or your thoughts on what the government is doing concerning the youth. As we all know, Liberia population is a very youthful population. We have more youth than older people, according to what the data have provided, the statistics, the recent population census. So the youth, are they supposed to remain spectators in the economy? Are they supposed to remain spectators in their country? While a bunch of older folks takes all the jobs, get high-paying jobs, and the youth begin to wallow the street, and they are doing nothing. Remember the old saying that goes, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So stay tuned, share the live, bring in people. I want to make this section very, very interactive. So I'm going to go back and play our theme song while we wait more people to join so that we can get started as usual. So please, the line will be open. If anyone feels, any young Liberian in Liberia and around the world, feel you have something important to share with the Liberian people, especially pertaining to this topic, and you want to come on, just let me know. I can send you a link that you can join the show, and you can be. We can make it more interactive. Like I said, this platform is for the youth. It's for young people. It's for young Liberians, either in Liberia that are struggling, or outside Liberia that God have blessed one way or the other. You can be a blessing to people in Liberia. Come on the show. Give your point, give your narrative, give your perspective of the government. We encourage everyone. Come on, say your mind. Just be respectful. You can't use profanity on the show. And you can express yourself without using any form of insultive word or languages on the platform. Okay? So I'm going to play the theme song, and why I encourage people to join. Please share the live with a lot of people. Tell people to follow. We're going to be discussing a lot of things ranging from every sector of Liberia. Thank you. So stay tuned while I play you our intro song.
Yeah. You're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mask, no crown.
Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say. Unfiltered voices paving the way.
Liberian voices, unfiltered. Yeah, we tell you how it is, no filter. Liberian voices, unfiltered. The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Bukana to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Town, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian voices, unfiltered. Yeah, you're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light.
Share the live. Share the live. Go to the Facebook page. Like the page. Give your comment. We're going to be reading comment here tonight. We're going to be inviting people to join the show and give their thoughts on what is happening in Liberia. What are some of those things the government can do to address the situation? There was nothing changed before President Waka took over. There was still huge gap of youth unemployment. So other people would say that they expected the new government to have put in place some mechanisms that will address this unemployment crisis before they even took office. That's the reason why during the transition period, you got people moving about, making various connections. Are these connections paying off? Are these connections actually bringing fruit to the Liberian youth? Why can the government do this? So check the line, come on, the line is open, you can make a call and give your contribution. We'll be talking about all sectors, including sports, including the medical team, including the youth service program, youth everywhere, everything concerning the youth today. And this show, like I said, the Liberian Voice Unfiltered, is a program that came to stay, and it is going to be here. It's going over. This program is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So once you see the light is on, calling other people online, join them, give your comment, and then we will read a comment. Every comment that comes on, we're going to read it. If any young man, woman, or anybody that feel like you have something to say, you have one or two contributions to make, one or two suggestions to make to the government that can help our youth empowerment, the line will be open. You can call in. You can call on the WhatsApp number. You can call directly if you are in the United States or you are in Canada. You can call in. So the WhatsApp number is +1 267 559 4052. +1 267-559-0052. That's the WhatsApp number for the show. You can also call that number directly. If you didn't get the number is rolling down the bottom of the screen right after some of those writings. You will see it, and then you can participate on the show. Yeah, so your participation is very necessary. We need you tonight. We need you tonight. Liberian need to hear from you. Please come on. Let's talk the issue. Hello. We are going to say it raw as it is. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're going to call a spade a spade. A lot of people involved, we're not going to like it. People that have been sabotaging you, they're not going to like the idea, they're not going to like what we're doing. But like I said in my previous podcast, I'm not on the payroll. I don't care. I will tell people exactly what it is. So join the show. Let us make it interactive. Come and participate. Let us share our views. Let us share our interactive intellectualism, so that other Liberians, other youth around can know that, yeah, the youth are not happy. The youth are unemployed. They need to take care of their family. Some people don't even have family, even 35 years. So we're going to be talking a lot tonight. Share the live, like our page, comment, and we're going to be reading all of your comments. We're going to be opening the line for people to come in and give their points. So we're going to do that in just a couple of minutes.
The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Bukana to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Town, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian voices, unfiltered. Yeah, yeah. You're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people, and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered. We're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise. From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mask, no crown. Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say, unfiltered voices paving the way. Liberian voices unfiltered. Yeah, we tell it how it is, no filter. Liberian voices unfiltered. The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Buchanan to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Mount, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian voices unfiltered. Your story, your power, your sound. Healthcare, education, we. Yeah! You're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people, and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered. We're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise. From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba.
Please share the live, invite people to follow, bring on your comments, prepare to join the conversation. We're your host, God, Senator Steve. So as usual, let us get started. I know right now, there's a right now. We need to hold our government to the government feet to the fire. We need to make sure that the government is doing what it's supposed to do. The government is supposed to be an institution where they cater for their citizens. So there should be no excuse why it's not happening. They said they could do it. That's the reason why the Liberian people voted them in the first place. So we're going more than a year now. What's happening? Where's the process? What is going on? So we're gonna dig deep into that tonight. So we're gonna get people on the show calling, and then we're gonna get a live on. All right. So as usual, 1 second. I'm going to be busy on the phone because people are trying to call in. We're going to make sure we get our opinions on stuff. Okay. I'm going to be sending the link to people to join the show. I'm going to be sending other people that want to come in. I'm going to be sending the link. Yes, so keep on following the live. We got a lot of information for you guys. Lot of information is coming up. So we're going to have people joining the show to give their views and other important information. Yes. So follow the live, share the show. We are here to discuss why are Liberian youth unemployed. Why are the youth unemployed? Why are our youth unemployed? I'm sending this link right now. We have somebody that's going to be joining us very soon. Very, very soon. Let me share the link with him. All right. So as you guys know, before we always get started on our show, I always bring you something called, that is the beginning of the show. We always bring you something called the food for thought. Every show we have food for thought. We will provide a wise saying or so. So yes, today food for thought. People who fail to prepare have already prepared to fail. And the source of this is from the old proverb. People who fail to prepare themselves have already prepared themselves to fail. And this is almost the same as government. If the government fails to prepare itself for future challenges, that means that government have already prepared themselves to fail. So, okay. In today's broadcast, I'm going to be joined. I'm bringing on board one of our Liberian professional colleagues, Captain Bala Piwi, a retired AFL officer that served the armed forces of Liberia. He's currently in the United States, and let me bring it on. I want to talk a little more. He's going to tell you people who he is and what does he do.
Hey man, how you doing?
How are you? How are you, sir? How are you, sir?
I'm all right. I'm doing pretty well, and good afternoon from my end. Good evening to our listeners back in Liberia. And I just want to use this opportunity to appreciate you for the time, the energy. I mean, just the resources you put into this work. Yeah, it's so much welcoming. We need more of this kind of platform that keep enlightening our people, that keep informing the people about the day-to-day running of their life, how their life is being run by those the people in charge of them, whether it be their own security, whether it be their own job. Like the topic on our discussion today is really fascinating, the youth unemployment in Liberia. What is the cause? And I think what government can do or stakeholders can do to kind of improve it. Yeah, but I'm happy to be here. I just took my break. Got a roughly 30-minute break. I said, man, let me just come here to commend you publicly for this initiative. And we will be here. I'm always going to find time to join this platform, to keep contributing, to keep identifying those things that we can bring to the attention of our decision makers so that they can make adjustment where necessary. And then for the betterment of all of us' life. Because one thing I can say to you, if Liberia is better, it's better for all of us. If it is worse, it's worse for all of us. Yeah. The improvement of that country got trigger down effect on all of us that live in the diaspora. Because when your people are employed over there, the rate at which they reach out to you for these little send wave, oh, can you send me something? Can you send me this? It will be some kind of way minimized. So government got to do better. Yeah.
So, my brother, we all know we were young people in Liberia. Hope we left just few time ago, not so long, and some of us know the reason why we left, and we didn't leave Liberia on a very good note, because of one or two things. But looking at the youth, my brother, in Liberia right now, see the amount of challenges that is ongoing. When we were in Liberia, there's no all this Zogo thing, those cooch thing was not like that. And you know that. It was not on the rise as it is. And
Right.
Yeah. And we understand that, look, youth unemployment has been there from day one. But when you look at a sitting government now, government that say they saw the fault in other government, that they are going to come and fix things, my brother. The youth in Liberia, there are more youth in Liberia than even older people based on the recent population census that was done. And we're seeing a lot of, so what are some of those strategies you think government can put in place that can bring in, that can create jobs for youth, that can create, make the youth being basic? What are some of those things you think on your mind that we can delve into real quick?
When we look at youth unemployment from our own standpoint, I look at it like there are a couple of factors, so many factors that are contributing to unemployment. Some are unemployment or job creation is holding solely the responsibility of government, also partnering with international NGO, whatever. They got to create an enabling environment for investment. That's the first thing that need to be established. So it's their sole responsibility, either because they know they cannot absorb everybody into the system. So they got to create the enabling environment to create that space for investors to come in and create a job. Even if investors cannot come in, even the citizens themselves should have the confidence to take on what we call entrepreneurship. So these are the way jobs are created. So how many Liberian youth, even look at the training skill, let's look at the training centers we have, the vocational and technical institution that prepare one for a job, for the job market. In the US here, we have entry level. You go to school or you go to a trade school, you necessarily don't have to go to college here. You can come here in no time. When I came here with all my degrees and all the education I acquired over there, when I came here, boom, I went to an electrical school and got a certification in 1 month. I was able to satisfy as a certified electrician in the state of Texas, a licensed electrician. So with that alone, it placed me right there at entry level as an electrician. And once I operated on that, after certain time, boom, you get to a journeyman electrician. Before you know you're a master electrician, you start talking about making $50, $60 per hour. So the technical skills is not just about, I'm looking for a job, What qualification do you have to go look for a job? So the youth themselves too got to take on this responsibility to first prepare themselves. That's why one thing I will always say to people, I say to my little brothers and people that I relate to, I tell them opportunity will never stop coming, because people got quote unquote statement that opportunity come once a year or it come once a while, whatever. I say opportunity will never stop coming. It only need to come and see you prepare for you to grab it. So we always say that, it's the sole responsibility of government to create jobs. We agree. But do your part to qualify yourself. Do your part to get those technical skills. If college don't work for you, look for vocational or technical school to go to, get a certification. And don't aim at going to be a representative or aim at going to enter into the government. There are basic ladder that you can climb. Like you and I were sitting now, joining the army as cadet, going through the ranks, and all the promotion that we're going through. You know the narrative, So many people would just kind of like come from high school. The next thing they want to see themselves is they want to get a work-out job. They want to get this kind of job. They want to get that job. The qualification is not there. The job experience is not there. So they have that brain. You have to prepare themselves in such a way that, I can grow my career by entering, like they used to have the civil service program where they used to have cadet program. They groom people into that cadet program and eventually get them into civil service, and they begin to work. And they will get promotion from just being a civil servant, someone else becoming director, from director, assistant minister, and so forth and so forth. But nowadays, we hardly see that.
But Mr. Piri, let me hold you right there, right?
Mhm.
We understand that it is very important for the youth to prepare themselves, because that's the
Mhm.
reason why, even when you look at the food for thought that I put up here today, is this. Let me just display so you can see it again. There's the food for thought for today's show. People who fail to prepare have already prepared to fail.
Right. And I did not even see this. You know,
Yes.
I did
Yes. So
I did not even
every,
see this. And you saw my
every
analysis how far is kind of like
yeah,
interweaving with the food for thought that you put up there.
good. So like I said, every show going to have food for thought, and the food for thought is going to be tilted towards the topic that we are talking about. But we understand that youth have to prepare themselves. But looking at the rate right now, look at AME University just pulled out thousands of almost hundreds of of graduates.
And how qualified are they?
They got
Sibo,
degrees.
what I'm saying is you are
Yeah.
in the US here, right?
Yes,
American
sir.
men believe in paper, but American men strongly believe in what you can do.
Yeah.
Our people
So,
go to school. I'm no condemnation to those that take that time to go to college. I'm not a condemner of education, because I'm educated. I'm also in a teaching field right here in the US. I'm a teacher, so I know I have respect for education. The graduate
yeah.
they
So,
pull out now
Mr.
a
Piri,
day in Liberia, I can tell you most of them want the certificate. They want the paperwork. They just
so
want the
you trying to say
certificate.
that they can't actually demonstrate what they have learned
Thank
on that
you.
paper.
Thank you. And that's why I'm telling
Okay.
many Liberian youth that you
Okay.
should go more
Let
of
me hold-
technical
let me
skill. Now look at our
let me
job
hold you.
market. I'm coming. Let me just hold you there,
Mr. Piri, I want to bring
Sibo.
somebody on the show. I want to bring
Look
somebody on the
at
show.
our handcraft job market. They are highly dominated by our foreigner. The Guineans are what
Yeah.
they are, the strong masoners. They are the carpenters. They are the electricians. But
Piri,
those areas, you got few Liberians
you right
who
there.
want to take on those jobs. Most Liberians, they want to go to college and get a degree.
Yes, Mr. Piri, let me hold you right here and bring some people on the show. Other people want to join the show to give their contribution. Mr.
Okay.
Robert, Mr. Philip Robert, you check your inbox. I'll send you the link to join the show. Philip Robert, I see your comment. I know you want to contribute. For those that want to contribute on the show, you can write in the comment section that you want to contribute. If you have a number or you have any means that you can send me, that I can send you the link. Like there's an open mic. We want to hear from the youth what is going on. So, Mr. Robert, please check your Facebook. I'll send you the link to join the show.
All
You
right.
can join.
Like I said, I don't have much time here. I got roughly, let's say, 12 to 15 minutes. I should be going.
Go ahead,
And
go ahead,
it hurt
go ahead.
my feeling that this show usually come in when I'm still at work. And I just pray that one of these days my schedule can be improved on. That's why I say government, one, is a sole responsibility for government to create a job or create an enabling environment for the job to be available.
Yes.
But then, even if the job is made available, how many youth have taken on themselves to prepare themselves? We got weak educational system. We got people who really don't challenge themselves to the core.
But Mr.
The
Piri,
society is not competitive. I can tell you that. The Liberian job market in terms of youth preparing. Now look at let's look at Liberian youth innovation and compare to that of Ghanaian youth innovation.
Yeah.
The comparison cannot be made.
But Ghanaian
because we
schools
really don't push ourselves to the core that this is what I want and this is what I'm going for.
Mr. Piri, Ghanaian schools are providing vocational services too. So, and that is some of the reasons why when a student from a Ghanaian student graduating from some of these schools, they are prepared for the job market already. In terms of technical and vocational schools. But Liberia school system does not have that. We don't have those things. A few schools like BWR, few vocational schools that we have. And then one thing you also look at, we understand that the youth should prepare themselves. They prepare themselves by going to school. So like I said, AME University just put a huge graduate. University of Liberia just did. People are saying that some of those graduates are not up to tax. Okay, but the Ministry of Education satisfied them, gave them certificate that they have a degree. So who are you going to blame for that? Are you blaming?
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm not here blaming the youth wholly and solely.
Okay.
I'm here telling them that they get their own part to play. I will not let somebody to promote my child when I'm convinced as a parent that child is not even qualified to get to the second grade, when they are not even qualified when they now married, to get promoted to the next class.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. People are running after certification, they're running after the degree, they're running after all this paperwork. But the bottom line is, in a competitive society or in a competitive employment environment where they want to see what your skill can, look, in America, here, nobody go to work every day without having to make an input on your job. But in Liberia, people go to work, they sit there for 8 hours without adding one skill on a job. That's a fact, especially those in government. I'm not speaking on the private sector, because the private sector, you justify your salary. People in the government, in certain part of the government doing civil service work, most of them will go there, grab their handbag, go to work, and they cannot really sit there and tell you, this is my job description and this is what I was able to add to my job today.
But
And you know where all these things are coming from? Because
where?
one, the qualification is not there, the work experience is not there, they want the employment and the salary. So when we talk about youth unemployment, I say the blame is on the government to make sure the education sector is improved, to make sure the vocational and technical education is inculcated into the school system, right? To make sure youth are taking advantage of it and not just to go and get pure academic lecture. And when you leave from there, you got nothing to add. Look at our own story. We were in the academy that we were doing both what? Military training and academic.
Of course.
So when we left from there, we know exactly what we could do. If I could, I'm teaching into a high school right now. I could walk in part of the classroom and show you in the school the vocational services we offer here. All right?
Yep.
I could show you barbing here. We teach barbing. We got people who hire to do barbing. So you know how much for one haircut in America here?
I know, right?
So if these kids are, these kids are already here, they can cut hair perfectly while they're in school.
Yeah.
One haircut, they're talking about $50, $60. So if a child is in school, 6th grade, 7th grade, 10th grade, and they can already cut hair, that child is already secured his skill. It's already under his belt.
Yep.
Without cosmetology. They're doing it while they're in high school. So I'm just saying that people who are even venturing into education nowadays, the reliance on academic paper that people can just go and take paper and say, this is my document. I just think we have to gravitate from that and kind of move, move towards more of vocational and technical education when we talk about youth empowerment and youth employment.
So that is some of the reasons. Those are some of the reasons why people are calling for the government, especially Ministry of Education, to have a re-evaluation of the curriculum of the schools, our academic curriculum. Yes,
I welcome that idea.
Yeah,
I welcome that idea.
But how serious is the government actually taking that? You know, to be able to do
the
those
government got a bunch of unnecessary subjects that the kids keep wasting their time on, that got no part to play on them.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, those kids, they will force those subjects on the kids, and when they graduate from there, what happened? They become criminal in the society, because that's what they teach the children. What the hell? I have no disrespect. I'm a Christian. By the core, I'm a Christian. Why would you make Bible or religious education compulsory on a child education? And when our child leave from there, they're going to become pastor and steal from people. I'm saying all pastors are wrong, but literally most of the pastors, what they're doing over there is to extort their members. Because the grown mindset in students in Liberia, religious education is forced that you got to pass it. In America, there's nothing like that. Nobody, your religion is your own personal business. Go deal with it. In the subject, we got 2 core subjects in the school right here. We got 2 core subjects. We got math and English. We call it ELA.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we got science. Science is not even a core subject in this school. Then we got art of thinking, where we teach the children critical thinking, problem-solving skill. So you see how the subjects are structured? Then we got the DIA program. The DIA program is a vocational program that we run. Well, you got barbing, you got cosmetology, you got what do we call it? Just drum beating. They got that one right here in the corner too. The children go there to learn how to beat drum. keyboarding, all different skills. So what we're saying here, one thing I want to encourage Liberian youth, because we'll continue to push beyond government 24/7, it's not going to be a quick fix. You as an individual, you can make decision for your life. You got your life decision in your own hand.
Sure.
And what you can do about that is to make sure you qualify yourself. Identify a career path. Identify a career path. Go in that and qualify yourself. Do not fear to go and start at entry level. If that job requires you to start at entry level, go and start it. The salary don't matter. I started my job as an AFL personnel at entry level with a salary of $35 per month.
$35.
$35 per month.
I know.
And I was going through the worst of my life in Nigeria. So that is the fact. Go and start at entry level. Many people don't want to do it.
It's true. A lot of
They
people
don't want to do it.
A lot of people don't want to do it. And in fact, when
So
you look
if you start at entry level and you build on it, we're over there build on it till reach the rank of captain. What really you want to tell me about a military or about the military organization? The rundown of the military that I don't know about. I've been a cadet. I came in America. I become a recruit all over again. So I've been an officer. Now I'm into the NCO corps. So many people don't want to take on these challenges. They just want to boom, the skyrocket. It don't work that way. In a serious society, it don't work that way. So youth unemployment, I'm here to speak on the part of the youth, what they can do to make sure the people trust them with job.
Okay, let's do that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that part too. Yes, because in as much as the people are looking for trust, as example, we have a lot of people that we have entrusted in Liberia with businesses and other stuff, but it did not. I mean, it didn't work well.
Mm-hmm.
So trust is a very, very expensive commodity in Liberia, especially for we are in the diaspora trying to help our young people, our young friends and family back home. Trust is a problem, but I need us to also proceed with caution in the sense that there are other people that have all of these characteristics, that have all of these qualities, but yet they say they want to school, they are smart in the head, they are good, but the issue of job creation,
100%.
Yeah, there are other ventures that government can start working in now.
100, and that's why I say it is wholly and solely the responsibility of government. Even the lack of qualified workforce, it is a responsibility to set the criteria for qualification.
So let me display this.
Yes. So I will tell you. Let me just give you this.
This comment is from Pretty Kennedy. She said, "If the youth of this country are waiting for the government to provide a job opportunity for them, my dear, they are depending on and waiting on broken stick."
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. This is somebody thinking exactly the way people are thinking. Government not going to give you a job. Qualify yourself. Make yourself trustworthy of accomplishing a task that can be dedicated to you, either by being trusted with money or either by being trusted with a responsibility that you can accomplish according to expectation. That's what I'm talking about. But if you sit in there and you say government going to employ you, well, I'm not here to condemn them, but I'm just telling you what you can do as a person, what you got control over as a person. There are certain things, there are factors, variables that I can control. There are some I cannot control. The one I can control, nobody going to dictate it to me. I'm going to shape it the way I want to shape it. That's what I'm saying. Liberian youth is on you. Qualification is on you. Go to school, stop bribing teachers. Go to school, stop cheating. Go to school, dedicate your time and be for. I had a computer school over there, which I'm still working on, trying to develop it. I just kind of paused it for a couple, like 1 or 2 years. That computer school, we run it, was very effective. And some of these kids will come to school and drop. They don't want to continue the program. And eventually they want a certificate during graduation. I say it's not going to work with me. It will not work.
Yeah.
You done 13 class and meet up with the qualification to qualify and graduate and get your computer certificate that you can go anywhere. They say, okay, you did Microsoft Office suite, and they say prepare a basic payroll, and you do it. That's where your see, but let me share my life example and then back up. I got roughly 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
My first job I ever got was in Firestone. Division 16, there was a plywood factory they were building to division at Division 16 there. I went there as a common laborer. We're digging the foundation. That day they came in the field, they say they're looking for masoner. I've never been a mason. I came from high school. Bro, my late brother was a masoner, qualified masoner. He was trained in Guinea where he came back. I want to talk to him. I said, bro, I want they hire. They were paying three men, I think $5. We the helper, they were paying $3. So I wanted the $5.
That's a big
So I
difference.
went, yeah, my brother took me through, oh, this is how you position the level, how many courses before you reach the window level, and give me all those hints about something. And me too, I was smart, I know the tape rule and all of that. So I went out there, they said, we're going in the field. They took out to the office, all the practical, I call it the technical questions like verbal interview. I brand it, I'll qualify. They say, I'll take that in the field, let her go lay three courses. Bro. We went in the field to go lay black. I just sweating, my man. I can't get it together. I can't get it together, my man. The people just say the beginner who say the notebook. Like,
I know.
People are just giving me talk, my man.
I know.
Yeah. So later I had to walk in and say, people, someone was working from house. Don't let anything happen to me. I like working, help me lay my black and kind of level it up and everything. So when the supervisor came and inspected, I said, oh, my man, you got a skill, you've been doing, what you call it, job?
But that's
Behold, don't have the skill. And that's where sometimes I sat down and say, oh, it's not about academic. No disrespect to academic, but I just know what some of us experience down the line before we see ourselves to where we are today. It requires you to keep planning yourself. No skill is a waste.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in our same office during that time, they say they were looking for a payroll clerk. In our same place, they say, who are those that got computer skills? I raised my hand again. My man start laughing. My man, anywhere they say they're looking for somebody.
You're all the skills. You jack.
They better start laughing. They say, my man, you say you computer man. Okay. When I prepare a simple payroll, I prepare and boom, the women in the office. That's how I was there. So with all those little skills, I was going to little computer school and everything. I thought it was a waste, but later it paid off. But many people just feel like after high school, I must get this job. I must be one minister. I must be this. And that's where they're getting it wrong. So youth unemployment, there's a variable that you got control over as a youth to plan and shape how you want for your career life to look like. Control that part.
Yeah.
The one that you cannot control for the government job creation, hold on to that part and leave it with them. On this note, I want to appreciate you for this time. This is a very great initiative. I'm going to be picking time to be coming here. And man, don't give up. Nothing should discourage you. Many people cannot get our voice heard. Many people cannot get our message across. Such a platform is needed to get a message across. I thank you. I need to go get my student. I got 3 minutes to go get them.
Yeah, I appreciate that's the voice of our friend and brother Bala Piwi. Bala Piwi, he's a retired captain in the new armed forces of Liberia. You see that kind of young man with all those kind of skills, all those kind of potential. How to leave. He had to leave Liberia to find a greener pasture elsewhere in America. He was a captain. For someone at the rank of captain to leave your military, that means there must be serious issue that have led to that. He's well trained. He and I went to the same school together. We went to the academy, Nigerian Defense Academy. We graduated together and we got our presidential commissioning together. And we came back home. We served our country for a good length of time before things begin to get ugly and some of us choose to leave before before something happened to some of us. Today we are in the diaspora. We are not 100% happy of being here. We want to go back home to provide all of the education skills that we have to share it, to be able to impact other people's life, all of students' life. We really want to do that. On this note, I say, Mr. Philip Robert, welcome, sir. I'm just trying to wrap up what one of the panelists was speaking about before you can come on. So, as I was saying, that is a young man in his 30s that have a master's degree in computer engineering from China. From China. When the school have all of the education was in the AFL, but the AFL could not treat him well. He had to leave. So those are some of the things that we're looking at. It is a duty of people to prepare, but it is a responsibility of the government to create a conducive working environment for people to thrive, for people to succeed. So on this note, I say, Mr. Robert, welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where we speak the truth, where we speak we speak bold to the authority, the power that be, without sugarcoating anything. There is no stage management here. We have people expressing themselves as it should be. You're not on anybody's payroll in Liberia or anywhere, so you don't want to sugarcoat it. You don't want to come and sing praises for anybody that don't really merit. So, Mr. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, SG. My man, I appreciate your effort.
On the show, no SG. My name is Sibo. No SG yet.
I appreciate your effort, but especially towards our country and then that of our people. You know, it is good for we young people to do. More especially, we should stand as the voices for the voiceless. And I believe you are in the corridor. You are in the right corridor. And you are doing the right thing. You are in the right corridor. You are in the right corridor. No matter where you find yourself, no matter the distance, the voice matter. The idea matter.
Yes.
Your voice can make a change. Your voice can sensitize somebody. Your voice can redirect somebody who need a direction. And I believe that's why we are here. So, my brother, thank you. You are in the right corridor. And I will view.
Yes, thank you, sir. So for today's discussion, we are talking about youth unemployment and what is the government doing about it. We see other people, the other panelists that were just here that left, he attributed some of the fault on the youth, and why he attributed most portion of it to the government. So we want to hear your view on because I'm of the clear conviction, of the clear point of view that government must provide the atmosphere. Government must be the provider of job, even when not directly, indirectly. That is by bringing in companies and other things. There are a lot of other areas that government can invest in that are capable of absorbing a lot of youth in the society. For example, look at the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Government you can empower sport program. If you decide to do, okay, you know what, we invested money in soccer. We want to have premium teams. Let's say Liberia have 20 premium teams. We're going to sponsor this. We're going to provide this subsidy for each of these teams. We're going to provide this money. We're going to put this money in the trophy. Do you know how many investors will go in Liberia and begin to buy a soccer team? Because it bring in. Do you know how much soccer professional will go in? Do you know how much money will come in? So on this note, there are a lot of other things that government can do. So we want to hear your perspective on it. What are some of those things? Because the government promised the youth that when they come in, they are going to do better. We're not saying that they're not working in some aspect, but looking at right now how many youth unemployed, and it's been more than 1 year, we're going to 2 years. What you think the government can do to address some of these issues?
Mr. Sibu.
Yes, sir.
Some of us are now, our faces are now strange to platforms. And now strange for saying the truth, more especially when it comes to Liberia. Because I believe when Liberia is affected, you are affected, I'm affected as well. No matter what. You see, let's be honest here. When it comes to the youth of our country, government being in error.
Okay.
Yeah, government being in error. Government been paying less attention to youth when it comes to that country. Until back then, they make all the fee that when they talk about politics, You have to be an old man to go into politics.
Wow.
So the harder guys are beating the youth, making them feel like nothing in our own society.
Yeah.
So the youth been marginalized a long time. And I will say this for free. And I'll give you instances that they will drag down to the security apparatus because I listen to you and my brother. And this is a very good topic. And I will plan to listen and share the show.
Yes.
The youth been marginalized a long time. But then when you look back, the very people that marginalized the youth were those people who used the youth to take seat. So they in their political scene, they just only call the masses.
Yeah.
So they use the youth as the masses.
But the youth,
and then as soon as they get the power, then they man on the end. And then when you man on end from masses, you know what left.
Yeah. But I mean the youth accepted it. They had options.
The youth, my brother, the youth had option. But the youth option was limited. In a sense where I just make it clear to you. The poor made youth to understand back then. You had to be an old man to come to politics.
All right.
They were only after the war. Like after the year 2000, they're coming down before the youth begin to wake up to know that you don't have to be an old man before you go in the house or representative. So they look in the house. You see a lot of young people today in the house. So that should tell you that the youth are waking up gradually because they're getting to understand that politics is not for old men. Make a decision in your country. You don't have to be old to make decision. Making decisions about sense and idea.
But Mr. Robert, let me hold you right there. I agree we have some young people in the House of Legislature now. And you know, they are not older people. They have young group of young guys there. But are they making laws in favor of their counterpart, the youth? Are they
lot of them in error.
Say that again?
Lot of them in error.
You see?
And they are still in error.
So how do we proceed then? If the youth are even going in the legislature and not still doing things to that way, making policies, making laws that will support the other youth in terms of getting jobs, job creation, other things, they just signing contract and agreement when they have
They're benefiting themselves and their family.
So
it's wrong.
How do we graduate from that?
Good. Now we are on a topic. We are on a topic now. And definitely. I believe some of these topics will sensitize youth to get to understand that it shouldn't be used only because people want power. And then also those youth who want to go into government positions should understand that it is time that Liberia turn around from the old days to the new days. The new days is the youth days. New idea.
Yeah.
They mean new idea, fresh idea. So we youth should know that the mistakes, that what we're speaking today, the mistakes our brothers are making, some of these youth that will usher in our house today, and some of them are honoring the sounds of our voices. They are in error. They should stop making error. They should be able to create avenue for all of you who are down there. They was there. But you know what they did? When somebody climb up there, you know what they did?
No.
They changed the people cheering name. Now it's no longer called grown-up boy again. There's nothing in Liberia called grown-up boy. There's nothing called grown-up boy again in Liberia. You not hear that word grown-up boy. Now all you hear in Liberia now, you hear Zoko and Zoki in Liberia. And I don't use that word Zoko, I don't use the word Zoki. Because when you define the word Zoko, it means dark.
Oh wow.
Zoko means dark.
I didn't know that. Wow.
After a year, do your research. The word Zoko, it means dark. Dark.
So they're referring to the people as the young people.
Because they got power now.
Okay, but you think that name originated from the legislature? You think that lawmaker coin or
the lawmaker it had love. It had love, my brother. Anything that will surface across the country, when we know that is wrong, we should put stop to it. When video game was probably portraying in Liberia, man, I said he told the person, look, no more video game in this country. When the children focus and go to school.
Yeah.
Now you go to Liberia, you don't see video game boot again. The lawmakers have the right to say, listen, we don't want to hear the word Zoki anybody more or Zoki anybody more. If we hear anybody more, you're going to go to jail. People will stop saying that because those people referring to, they are human beings. They are Liberian, they're part of us. And the reason some of those guys are in those places today, we referring to them as Zokos and Zokis, is because the government fought sometime. And I can explain some of those things. Most of the youth today in that place were used by the very people today. Somebody that sitting in the house of lawmaking today. Yesterday, they called themselves politicians. They use people children. Because why? It take the wise men to plan war and it take fools to fight.
Definitely.
So they say they were wise people. So they use the people children and they use the people children as fools to fight. So after the poor children finished fighting, doing everything for them today, they were the very people who get the poor children drugs. They were the very people that imported the drugs in our country. So today we will talk about regime change. And that's why we are asking the Joseph Nima Boyka government to make sure protecting every border. Protecting every border. We want our youth to be safe because we believe our youth were not safe on a previous government. So we are asking his government to help and save our youth and create jobs for them so that people will not call them Zokos and Zokis. And lawmakers, they know the word Zoko or Zokis is not a good word. They get a right to say, look, from today on, we don't want to hear the word and pass in the law. So a lot of the guys are sitting over there, they don't have love for the people, they only have love for their salary.
Law, okay, I like that part, love for their salary. But let us look at it's something that very soon I'll be bringing it up so that we can take a look at it right now, right? If you a government, a serious minded government that is working in favor of the people that want to empower the people. You had opportunity to look at the draft budget, 2026 budget? Did you see money that is allocated, the way money is being appropriated in our budget? You think the youth is effectively reflected in our budget? You think things really capture the youth?
I will tell you, say no.
Like education, like you think
brother, here on this platform, I'm speaking as Fede Rawa, and I'm speaking for no political party, I'm speaking for Liberia and the people. No.
Definitely.
The youth have been marginalized, they still marginalizing the youth. And it's wrong.
So
it's wrong.
Yeah, let's take a look at this screen. Look at what we have on the screen right now. That is a summary, of the draft budget. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Can you see the numbers there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you look at number one item on this thing, you will see for fiscal year 2024, the president had $2.1 million for his office. Fiscal year 2025, he had 2.7. This current budget year, which of course they submitted 1.2 billion for approval. The president office alone has $3.1 million to run the president office. And then when you look at the vice president, which is Jeremiah Kuhn, for this year, let's just focus on this year. I mean, the coming year, 2026, he got $3.2 million. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So $3.2 million. That means the vice president office even has a higher budget than the president office. I really want to see how that goes. And then when you look at the speaker, Richard Kuhn, Speaker Kuhn is $1.848 million to run the speaker office. I don't know what they're doing down there. They need all that money just to run the office. Then when you look at the Senate pro tempore, that is Yombli Kanga Lawrence. 958,000. You think that number actually reflects the thing, or is there's a political rhetoric that we see here? Or there is a song, an unknown figure hiding somewhere that we have not discovered yet? Because I know our people will not take 900 something less than $1 million when all of people taking 1.8. And then look at Deputy Speaker Fala. Thomas Fala is receiving $1.4 million for his office. Deputy Speaker, $1.4 million for his office. I don't know what they're doing with that money. I don't know what they need that money for. But then you also have the Chief Justice. Look at the Chief Justice. When I saw that number, I was surprised. Why would the Chief Justice be paid I mean, the office of the chief justice be run for $261,000. While other people are making millions. You get what I'm saying? So looking at this number, when you put all these numbers together, you're talking about something close to 33.3 million dollars in total. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
$33.3 million to run 6 offices. $33.3 million just to run 6 offices in the country. But when you go to hospitals, look at hospital. I will display that for the hospital one. But let's talk about this first, then we'll go back to the hospital. Look at that number. Is it something that is actually reflecting the youth? Is it with that kind of astronomical amount being given to those people to run their office? Why are they running their office? You want to speak to that?
My brother, I told you from the beginning about youth being marginalized, and they are still marginalized. Previous government marginalized the youth, government officials, lawmakers, ministers. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to say this for free. I'm not staying with any of them. All we see is about Liberia. This budget for these people offices is too high. They're not helping nobody, but helping themselves.
Yep.
My brother, they made me to understand the speaker of Liberia making more money than the speaker here today.
Of course, in America. Yeah, they don't make a lot of money here.
Richard could make more money than the U.S. speaker.
Yeah.
A Liberian lawmaker made more money than a U.S. lawmaker.
But they come here to beg. But
you come here to beg, you say the country is broke, the country not get money.
Yeah.
So you know, sometimes when our people doing those things and when they put the nation budget and think up, they know those things will be worldwide. And then when people begin to speak to it, they say you're trying to inciting people, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. We fought against corruption here yesterday. I don't think we should be the people to tolerate corruption.
Yeah.
We fought against corruption seriously, and we'll continue to fight against corruption no matter what. We should not be the people to kick people out for corruption, and then we also cover corruption and packaging. And then I don't think it's supposed to hold. We should all come in the name of Liberia in the interest of the people. When you look at the entire budget from bottom to top, the youth have been marginalized, and I will say that for free. Brother, I started doing research on the youth. I got all the documents here. I started doing research on Liberian youth. My concern went to the youth in 2012. My first visit. And on border crossing points in Liberia. Security and youth were the first 2 major things that I did research on. The total Zoko and Zoki rate in your country today, I can tell you. You letting the health ministry the money? Look at health budget in your country. Look at health budget in Liberia. You letting the health ministry report this money on HIV in our country? Community by community, you listen this morning. There were many places, Old Road, West Point, Ghanansville, giving numbers.
That is
today, according to a health ministry report in Liberia, you got 36,000 HIV affected people in our country.
36,000.
36,000. And the rural community, you go on their website right now, there. And then the rural community, the rural community that people live in is there. But look at the health ministry budget. No, look at they want to play, they want to joke. They should not joke. It's too early for joking.
Okay. So let me hold you here. Let's look at a few comments. Somebody wants the number to call. The number to call is 1 second. Let me get you this phone number. I think I suggest it's under the screen. Mr. Tapper, the number to call is flowing under the screen. But let me just give you the number quickly. So the number to call if you want to participate on the show, the WhatsApp number to call is +267 559 4052. +267 559 4052. That is the WhatsApp number. You can see if you're in America or in Canada, that number is also, you can call that number directly. You'll be able to participate on the show. So, and the number is also being displayed on the screen. Honor there, you can see it. So, Mr. Tabe, I look forward to the best one to call. If you call through WhatsApp, it can be more clever. So, through the WhatsApp call, just add the number to WhatsApp and call. So, then look at the comment on the screen here. They say in Liberia, you have to be 50 plus years before you get a job with a good salary. Liberia is a country that kills dream. Liberia is a country that kills dream. If dream is your ambition, if dream is your ambition, public-private partnership to create a job, the young people are missing in action. There is no good sector you can boast of for Liberia anywhere. The health sector is poor. The education sector is always underperforming, and the security sector is vulnerable to anything. I believe Liberia isn't a competition with any country in the world, and this is why. And this comment is from Mr. Joseph Saka. Mr. Saka, we appreciate. Thank you for your contribution to the show. And Mr. Robert, did you hear that?
Yeah.
You can't compete. Liberia can't compete in any direction. And I think I want to believe that, because when you look at other countries, they're saying that, oh, Liberia is better in terms of things. When you go to other countries, the youth, like Ghana incorporate some form of vocational skills in their academic curriculum. So when the youth goes to school, when they graduate from high school, some of them are plumbers, they are masons, they are carpenters. You get what I'm saying? They have some form of technical skill that they can be eating on small, and know how to go to university. Like in America here, people want to go to nursing school. Original nursing will take you to 3 to 4 years. So, but why you be eating before you get that nursing thing done? So people go and become LPM. And you go and do LPM for a crash program for 1 year. You be eating some of the LPM money small while you're doing your nursing program, paying your bills and other stuff. So that's why Ghana incorporated those things. Other countries incorporated things. Gambia, Zimbabwe, they incorporated those vocational programs in their academics. But today, looking at Liberia curriculum, everything is all subject. We're doing subjects that don't really matter to contemporary Liberia. We understand that no knowledge is wasted. You getting me? But
Yeah.
what are some of those things? Murder in the cassava patch. What's it really going to do for our people? What would murder? Why they have knowledge? Why have they done for anyone anywhere? So we need to revive. I think the Ministry of Education need to revive our curriculum to help the youth. Now I got a couple of calls. A lot of people. I help people. Go to vocational school and things, because you can't able to give everything to everyone every time. But when it comes to education, you can help people. So what do you think the government should do to incorporate some of those things in the academic curriculum that can able to help our youth in this current day and age?
Thank you, brother. While the surrounding you and myself find ourselves, most of the schools and vocational schools you see around here, they are not owned by government, but they are sponsored by government.
Yep.
Good job. Let me just say something a little bit. I run an institution called Hallyu. I run an NGO. So during the weird time, I felt, we had a young guy that take over, so we'll be able to engage some of the young ministers and contribute the idea to be able to help youth. So my program to Liberia was to engage Vera High School to be able to attach vocational institution to the Vera High School, and I needed government support.
Okay.
I had the idea, and I have the way to provide some means.
Yep.
So I try to get some. I go around some government officials. Say, look, this is the idea. Where we live in America, or where we find ourselves in the Western world, most of the schools you see, they're not owned by government. They're owned by individuals, but they are sponsored by government. But this is how some of the schools are sponsored by government. Some individuals come in with programs that they think will benefit people. So today, I want to come with this program because I found out that some of these children who have here on the private high school, nothing doing. So I need to attach some value to their high school certificate is to create some vocational institutions added to the Borough High School, so that when you graduate, you already get a place to go. At least when you come from your states or 1 year training, you're not going to be vulnerable.
Of course. Of course.
So I think that program will be able to go down to the community, because to change a nation, it will not happen overnight. I want some ministers, what I'm telling you, I'm discussing with them during a weird time.
Okay.
I said, because to change a nation, it will not happen overnight. You have to start from the individual. How you start from the individual? You have to go down to the community. You have to go down to the community and change a person. Because when you change an individual, you find a community change. And when you find a community change, you find a societal change. And how we can do it is to launch youth vocational institution and spark these vulnerable children in the community and bring them to empower them, so that tomorrow government will not be in a mouth. The reason today everybody is dragging on government because there's no facility I've created for these youth. Say Liberia youth have been vulnerable in our country.
Of course. Yeah.
So when I told a couple of them about the program, oh, that good program. But when they look, they try to turn it into politics and say, oh, he's from the other side, he down from this side. So why should we let the program work? But the program was not for me. It was for Liberia. Only one school, and I will always say this, and I'm proud of that school, that accept my program in the Republic of Liberia. One school. And when you go there, and the record is there. It's there. It's functioning. What Jimmy Jorokon.
So the
Jimmy Jorokon.
You mean they rejected the proposal?
They rejected the proposal. All the people I went to. If at the end of the day, someone was threatening my life because I went on with them.
Wow. Oh, they particize it.
They particize the whole thing, because but we're not looking at where we're coming from.
Wow. So that's the kind of thing. I will tell you something today, my brother. I've been making research on because most of the shows that I come out with, my shows, I always make extensive research. If you look at our first show that we came up with on the Armed Forces of Liberia, you will see how much research was made and how much information was provided. Up to today, people are still reaching out that the show was very entertaining, was very interesting, and they got all of the information they needed, especially for those that wanting to join the armed forces. And we are still going to have another segment of that show where we're going to have our ex servicemen of Liberia, of AFL, both in the old military and the new one. They're going to be on that panel to have a real panel discussion to discuss an overview of the AFL and the leadership. So I say this to say that our upcoming topic, the next topic will be discussed on I'm doing it on Saturday, is the Liberia Maritime Program. Who are the real beneficiary of the program?
That's another thing.
I've been making a lot of extensive research, and I can tell you, brother, what I've come across is intriguing. What I have seen, the numbers, the figures that I've seen. I will say this: a lot of those information I'm going to be providing on Saturday. Same time around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Liberia time. Most of the information I'm going to be providing, you go on the internet, you can see it. I had to pay a research firm in America to provide me some of those information. Brother, when you see figures, when you see numbers, why Liberia pool, the money that Liberia Maritime Program makes, it is brother, be part of that show. Come, form that show. Very soon, maybe today or tomorrow, I'll put the flyer up, begin to pop to create publicity.
I will be here. Saturday I'm off.
And you will see.
I don't know weekends anyway.
See the numbers. You will see in terms of millions and millions that Liska is generating. But how much actually go back to Liberia? On Saturdays, join us on Liberian Voices on Filter. We will give you a clear. You will see everything. We will show you the numbers. We will break it down. We'll do the math. You will see it. So please, Saturday, join us. If you are watching us on Facebook, you encourage people to join us on Facebook. The Liberian Voices on Filter. That's our name. On YouTube, we are also there. Liberian Voices on Filter. On Instagram, Liberian Voices on Filter. So we need. This show is about the youth. It's about young people. It's about people, well-meaning Liberian that wants to make their voices heard in Liberia. We are running the show on like other platforms wherein if you are not a minister, you're not a senator, they don't let you to come on the show. No, we're not going to do that. It's going to be open to anyone. That's why when the show starts, we always put information out. If you want to join the show, Send me your number. I will send you the link. You can come and give your contribution. Even right now, you can give your contribution. You want to give your contribution, you can call in. The numbers are there. And if you want to be a panelist right now on the show, we can send you the link. Once you send me a message, send a message to this number that is displaying on the screen. We can send you the link. You can also have a discussion. We got roughly like maybe 45 to 50 more minutes to wrap up. So you can call in and give your contribution. So don't miss Saturday's show. Be part of it. The Liberian Maritime Program. Who are the real beneficiary? Is it Liberian or is it those that are running the LISCA program? So tune in and follow that show. We'll start the publicity soon. So back to our discussion, my brother. Let me show you this, right? As we were talking about the health sector, I just show you how much money that those 6 people in government, the president, the vice president, the speaker, the deputy speaker, the pro tempore, the chief justice. Look at those 6 people, 33 point something $million. That's what they use to run their office. Can you imagine that? But then let me show you this for hospitals. Look at this. This is what our hospitals. Can you see that?
Yeah.
This is the figure that is reflected in the budget, our 2026 budget for our hospital. Look at these numbers. You have a whole hospital, no hospital for the record, no hospital receiving $1 million. No hospital. Even from JFK down, no hospital. The biggest money that is the Emory Hospital in Bapuru, $787,000. That is the biggest money that is being
Enough money.
That. What can they do?
Enough money.
For a hospital, to run a hospital for a whole year, a calendar year. But
No.
people got 2.3 million to run their office.
And Ryan of 0 cars.
Yeah, yes. And then of recent, we even saw the proposal that
The health sector.
the lawmakers are proposing so that people can be able, so that they can put money in the budget to buy their chief of office staff cars. Did you see that?
Yeah.
To buy
I saw it. Yeah.
It's not wrong. It is not wrong for the Liberian to have a car. Get up. It's not wrong. It's not a wrong idea. But the concept, the principle is wrong. You don't even have. Look at your hospitals. Look at your hospital. The hospital, the Television Hospital in Lofa received $387,500.
Small money.
To run a hospital for a year.
The
hospital in Bong County, $626 to run a hospital, and hospital is receiving as low as $250,000 to run a hospital for the whole year. My people, federal Liberian, look at these things. But people in their offices, look at the number for hospital. There is no hospital that receive money in the budget as compared to any of your senior government officials. Look there, with the exception of the Chief Justice that receiving $189,000. Every other people in this place, they are in million, and Yomli Kanga is in let me see, Yomli Kanga, yes, she's there in $3 point something million for the total. So for 2026 budget, she is receiving less than $1,956,000 after 2 years. You see that amount that has been displayed. So look at the hospital one and look at the ones for our people that call themselves the leaders of the country. What is Jeremiah Kuhn doing with $3.2 million? Why is he doing with $3.2 million? Let's speak to that. Why does he need $3.2 million to do? Why is he making more money? Why does he need more money than the president?
It's too much.
So is their budget? Is it reflecting the youth? Does it cover the youth?
Nothing. Brother.
It's nothing.
Nothing. I told you. I went through that whole budget, my brother. I went through that whole thing. Even when you look at the budget for security, you look at security.
Yes.
Let me tell you. You see youth. Yes. You see security. You see, you see education. Look there. I saw the whole thing.
Ministry. Let me show you the Ministry of National Defense budget. Ministry of National. I want you guys can see this. I highlighted some part of it.
Yeah.
The Ministry of National Defense budget. You have soldiers. You have officers of your armed forces. The budget for fiscal year, the budget for fiscal year 2026 for the armed forces of Liberia is 18.2 million. And then guess what happened? In the 18.2 million, 10.6 that's salary. 10.6, 10.5 goes to salary, 5.7 goes to service, goods and services. So what are they going to use to train? The armed forces need arms and ammunition for training. They need live bullets to go to the range to learn, because you see those skills that people learn in the military, they are perishable. They can die if you don't refresh your skills. Those are perishable skills. You have to go for constant training. That's why every military you see, they go for constant training, and all the training require a lot of money. Military go for drills. They go back. They do drills. A lot of drills. They go on the field. They long live rounds because they have to keep active. They have to keep themselves prepared. So when there is eventuality, they are ready. So during peace, the military focus on training. But where's the money allocated for training? Where's the money allocated? You see here. Let me show you something. Staff training locally. To train staff locally is $50,000 in the budget. How will you train your whole military local staff for $50,000? Does it reflect anything that the country talk about in moving forward? Every nation on earth, every nation nowadays, every nation, any nation that have a security budget that is not bigger, that means you're not even ready for progress.
No,
you're not ready for progress. You're not ready. Ministry of Youth and Sport, the youth, where they have youth empowerment program. What is going on? What is going on? And the youth can be empowered from different angles. You don't have to go and give the youth job in the ministry or no. You can empower the youth through sports. Through sports. The youth can be involved with sports. Today's football is one of the higher paying careers around the world.
Around the world, yeah. Of course, sports as a whole. Sport in general.
Yeah, sport. It pays.
Sport in general.
Basketball. People make money. Volleyball, people go to the Olympics, they got money. So
swimming.
Why can the government, swimming, all these things. Why can the government focus in those areas? Okay, you know what? We can put $5 million or $2 million in the budget for sport this year. Then we can focus on the Liberian Premier League. That makes sure the Liberian League is getting occupied. Just count it. One premium team will have at least 32 players. At least. So if you have 20 premium team, how many players there? 20 and 32. Then talk about the coaching staff and other people. And when you multiply that, then you come down to first division. You come to second division. You come to third division. Before you make up your mind, you have absorbed more than 20 to 30,000 or 50,000 you already employ. And then you're not going to do that forever. You're going to start the program, and then you're going to see other investors. People invest in millions in sport, in soccer, football. People invest in millions. You're going to see a bunch of other people, coming into soccer team in Liberia, coming into basketball teams in Liberia, coming into volleyball teams in Liberia, where they can incorporate more people and make more money. So it's not just about entertainment anymore. It's about wealth creation. It's about wealth creation. Look at the Liberian Maritime Program. We have a big program. How many Liberians are being employed in our program? Domestically, how many people? None. And we'll talk deep about that. So
our lessons have been so. We know our lessons, brother. Let's save that thing. Say for Saturday. Let's save that.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, make your research on it. Check read on the Maritime Program. You will be able to. We will discuss deep. I will provide you figures. I will provide you numbers. You will know that people running the program have never been sincere to you. Never been sincere. So looking at our youth, they say, the youth don't want to be serious. They are smoking drugs and other things. Even the Bible says it. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Why are you keeping the youth idle? You should keep the youth engaged.
Right.
Create job. I heard something about vocational job. How far you gone? That fiasco. How far the vocational thing gone? You have to create something. You get agriculture program. The youth can go and work. You get what I'm saying? You can create a lot of things. Even in a prison reform, you can create prison reform where the prisoners can be allowed to participate in agriculture so they can feed themselves. Instead of taking money from the government, cover to go and buy food for prisoners, for convicts, the convicts can work in agriculture program themselves and feed themselves.
Exactly.
Then the fund that's supposed to go to that prison can be used for something else. You get what I'm saying? And then it was done in Touare just introduced that. He just introduced that, President Touare. He introduced that. He said we can be feeding the prisoners for 20 years, some people down there for life.
Yeah.
So he tried to commute some of the sentences based on your effort, your work. So you can create food. You can go and plant, create food, feed yourself, feed other people. We can commute your sentences. Some people in prison because they made mistakes, and they should be given second chance. You get what I'm saying? So looking at all those things, those are things that government should think outside the box. But sometimes I sit and then I wonder who is actually advising the president. Why are they only looking at the big picture? Why about the smaller picture that honor them? Why about the small things that can add to the big one? So there are a lot of missteps, like you said from the beginning, a lot of missteps, a lot of things going on. And then another thing, you look at the Ministry of Youth and Sport. How many young men there work there? In the Ministry of Youth and Sport, you got old people for the whole ministry working there. So why is it called Youth and Sport? That means the need does not even depict it. The need does not reflect it.
The youth have been marginalized, brother. I told you.
Look at our youth today. They just pass people they on the phone, literally doing nothing in the morning to in the evening. And brother, when we were young in Liberia, that was the same thing. Until God bless them, all got scholarship to the military went. But that was the same thing. When you wake up in the morning, when the young man wake up in the morning, how to start a day, how to find a kobo to eat, that first kobo to start your day. It was difficult. Even today, it's still difficult. Even after 20 years, it's still difficult. But we have had successive government. You got legislature, lawmakers riding $45,000 car. In the name of the road, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? You get people riding those big cars, 50,000 cars. But you got youth that can't even afford food to eat. You got officers, military officers, captain and major riding motorbike with a major rank on his shoulder, riding motorbike. But a lawmaker then I call himself representative that's sort of better than a lot of the people, he ride $45,000 or $50,000 car. Then when the youth get disenchanted and begin to revolt and begin to protest, they say the youth are unserious. Yeah. Is that why you are unserious people? Why are you guys provoking the youth? They are provoking the youth. So there are a lot of things that there are a lot of missteps. Government making a lot of missteps. They need to realign the agenda. Sometimes when I saw this budget, I said, did they discuss the budget with the president? Looking at line?
I don't think so.
I don't think that they did that.
My brother.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. When we said this, other people will say, oh, don't say that. But we said it from the beginning. Some of us make the statement when we went to Liberia and we saw the way things were looking.
Yeah.
And then we went on the platform and said the operator was hijacked. People started to inbox for what we mean that the operator was hijacked. As we go down the line, I just told you in the red corridor. And where were you in this corridor?
Definitely.
Because some of us stood yesterday for the youth and we still remain here for the youth no matter what, because we are not begging anybody for bread. The truth is the truth. The operator have been hijacked. I want to take that. Yes. The operator have been hijacked. There are a couple of decisions I'm making now unknown to the president. The other people think they are smart. They're clever. They get a government. They act in their owner. And I always keep reminding them. There were other tough government were here yesterday. They thought they were tough.
Yep.
Where are they today? They're gone. We are their king. They thought they were unmovable. They thought Liberia was family plantation. Where they are today? They're gone. If you made a Liberian people get tired with your drum beat, you can never beat any other drum in the ears of my people again for them to listen to you.
No.
If you make our people to get tired with your drum beat, that you can't change, and they get used to it, later on they know other drum you beat again for them to listen. Some can't do that, yeah. Akita. They said nobody could move them. They had a nation cover in their houses. Garland with single barrel and RPGs. Where they are today? When they come here, it's gone.
No more.
Eddie then came. She did her own put the country in Zialeti to loot the country, enriching her children, her great-great-grandchildren. Today she is living and dying slowly with conscience and guilt.
Definitely. Yes. Yep.
I'm not God, but I'm telling you, Eddie, know within yourself, on a human speaking, and to God my hands up. She is dying slowly with conscience and guilt.
Yeah, and she also said some of those things, some of those mistakes she made. She said some of those big mistakes she made.
Good job. Thank God she said, so that means I'm right.
Yeah. She said that.
Good job.
She said that.
Now, when you look at the budget for 2026, for which we are discussing now, brother, the youth, I will say this, and I will say it for free. I'll be in Liberia anytime from now. Any moment for I'll be there. The youth have been marginalized by previous government, and the very government we brought here trying to marginalize the youth. We will not stay here for this to happen.
It is sad.
It was the very youth we put in the street, in the rain and sun yesterday. They stood in their long lines with the faith and belief that they have in us because they saw our influence. And they ushered the government here. They didn't usher the black government here for certain individuals to enjoy and make decisions behind the president, think they are the bosses. No. There's a difference from a boss and a leader.
Yep.
Boss is the one where you sit down and you wait for things to come to him, for a God to grow over the leader and the people who seek the well-being of their people in the country.
Yeah.
If I tell you, some of the guys in the United Party today, who the president are giving job, people that never used to leave our telephone line, that used to call all your back to back, you call them and you can't get them.
Yeah. They say
So,
after election, you are disposable.
you are nobody.
You are
So
disposable.
tell me, when 2029 gets closer, then you come and give me your new message to believe you, you'll be late. And that's what happened to CDC. And that's what happened to Doe. Before Doe realized it was 1987, it was late. The enemy were too much. You cannot change people just like that. 11 Costa running to CDC. What do you can undo? You damage thing for the people for 6 years. What you can undo in 2 weeks?
I know, right? I know.
So, this government, when you look at the current budget, this government, our own government, we brought the government here. But when you look at the current budget of the government for 2026, and even the budget that they are operating on now for the 2024, the youth have been marginalized. And I will say this for free. You even take me from the president, I will say this.
The youth are never captured.
You can take me from the president today. I will tell you what I'm telling you. We the youth, we have been marginalized. The entire budget of the country, when you look at it, when the individuals are benefiting, the youth have been marginalized. So tomorrow when we write a preach the message, they might not think we hate them, we don't hate them, because we are watching things. And the message that you give us to give to people with a belief and trust that we give you, if you deviate from the messages, know that they will hold you in time to come.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely.
And that's why we don't want them to make mistakes. There are a lot of them who are already started their early mistakes. I just heard a bugger, you fired somebody yesterday, sacked somebody yesterday, day before yesterday. Or a guy who used to bring people back for corruption whole day, preaching people, how people corrupt, how the other person corrupt. Later, they just gain job in less than time. He become worse like a nightmare. And another young man, I think a lot of him is Brown. I know Charles Brown, working at Brown.
And that's the kind of irony. That's the kind of irony that we are confronted with. The Liberian population is confronted with that irony. Trust has become a very expensive commodity in Liberia. People advocate for the job. People come make all the noise they give them the job. Look at our legislators. There are people in the legs of Dara DeLong. You know, there's one thing that I want to speak, and there's the reason why our youth are not progressing. Things are not working for the youth. Those guys, when they are in opposition, when you hear them speaking, I remember vividly, very, very clear during Ellen Johnson time. The voices of the masses were people like Akara Graydon. They were the voices of the masses speaking for the masses. Akara Graydon because they were in opposition.
Yeah.
Chimos then. They were voices, they were in opposition, so they were speaking.
Yeah, Papa Chima were big great the other day. You can't pull down. Do those days.
Dixon Sibo, Representative Dixon Sibo, those guys were the voices. Are you getting me? And then later joined them was Dara DeLong. When DeLong took office, they became the voice in the court and said the light.
Yeah.
But when CDC government took over, Akara Gray, instead of being the voice for the masses, became the voice of the ruling party.
Yeah.
You get me? And those are wrong. You cannot, as a politician, you cannot be a regime politician. It's going to haunt you. It's going to haunt you. You know, sometimes I feel sorry for some of them that lost their position. You get me? Because there are things that they were involved with. You can feel it. You can be with the party, but when the party does wrong, tell them say they do wrong. Once you have, look at America today. Look at representatives. Look at senators. When the government shut down, the Democrat held their stand. The government shut down for 30-something days. Other Democrat constituency went to them and say, we don't have food stamp. We don't have this. Go and open the government. Even though they were Democrat, but they listened to their constituency and went back
to the people
and sided with Republican and opened the government. Government, it should be a balanced thing in terms of politics. You can't be behind the party when the party is doing wrong. You keep it behind the party until
you keep celebrating with the party is wrong.
You wrong with the party, and that's what happened. That what happened to people like Akara Gray. That what happened to people like the Buffer Chimas. At the end of the day, the other guy that got lucky, very very lucky, was Dixon Sibo. He got lucky, and he won by small margin and go there. Yeah. You can't follow the party to the extent that the party is drowning. You stay there. You seen it wrong. Remember what carried you there? It was your advocacy.
Yes.
Today, DeLong now, he's not light anymore. I know that Jacko Lantern, he now become other what? He's no more light. DeLong is no more light. All day he apologizing. Oh, he's sorry, he did it 1 year. Oh, he 1 year, he lied upon his grandma shame. Because these are not people that had that leadership in them. They prey upon the Liberian people desperation. They prey on the Liberian people desperation. Then, you know, when you drown in, the people need help. So when one person come and take the airways, especially at that time, social media was new. Yeah. People get places where they're looking for, they left spaces, they're looking for things to do, things to listen to. When DeLong took the airways, when he took social media, the people gravitated towards him because thinking that he was a poor man, you are going to do better. But today, what happened? DeLong criticized people flying in business class. He flew in business class and he lied that he flew in business class. Later on, he came out, he confessed that he said even his grandma in the grave, she ain't about him. You think those are people that had leadership in them? No, they had no leadership. They used the desperation of the people. They prey on the desperation of the people, and then the people elected them just to go and satisfy their egos. They don't say you are going to give 5,000 in salary to Monserrato every time. He can't be more than 5,000. How many times have you remitted that money? These are not trades that are in them. These are not trades that are in our lawmaker. And our next discussion is going to be more focused on the legislature. We're going to delve into.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Tomorrow we're going to be looking at. Tomorrow the next topic we're going to look at the budget. We're going to dissect the budget. Ministry by ministry, and you know, not all ministry, but those principal one that focus.
The key area, yeah.
Key area. We're going to look into that, make some research on it, discuss them one by one, and look at the role of the lawmakers. How can we got this far? How can things are completed this way? And some lawmakers, the place is not just for noise making. People go in the legislature just complete noise making. Some people only survive in a legislature when there's chaos and crisis. People in the likes of Yeke Koluba.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's a bad guy, no. But you can't just only survive in noise.
The presentation is bad.
The presentation is wrong. You have to have you have to add some regime. Add some hygiene to your politics. You need to add some hygiene to your politics. We're not against what you're saying, but the way you say it, the way you present it. You know what I'm saying? You think that you think people gravitating towards you because you're saying it. People desperate, but people get to understand that when it comes to legislative politics, when it comes to legislative work, you're supposed to be more focused on getting the work done than being on Facebook all day, acting like you're responding to everything. Your colleagues are sitting there making research. How many laws have Yeke Koluba contributed to actually make? Sit down and make. How many laws? Although you say, oh, the other law going to do, but how many laws have he sat down by himself, sit down and say, I put pen to paper and quit? He don't, because he doesn't even have the pedigree to do that. He don't even have the qualification to do that. People that direct the law them. You think in a perfect society, in a perfect place where government is running smoothly, things are running smoothly, the law will be senator?
No, no.
Or high school graduate will be senator? It's not possible. It's not possible. They would never be senator. But because the people are desperate, so even when somebody say, "Oh, I'm the Messiah," they will run.
Yeah, they'll run to you. Yeah, they are vulnerable.
Yes, when a man is running, you put a power saw blade that is on, he will hold it. And that was the case of people like Dara DeLong and other people. That's exactly what they did. Today, they got into power. But Liberian has seen their weaknesses. Liberian has seen that they were fraud. They are fraud. I promise you, they can't be re-elected.
Brother, the election in 2029 will be a complete different election.
It'll be different. We're going to campaign against them. I don't know Dara DeLong from anywhere. I don't know Yeke Koluba from anywhere.
The election in 2029, I can tell anybody for free, brother. I can tell anybody for free. You know, look, in Liberia election history, what I'm telling you today, mark this day, 2029 election, brother. It will be election for the whole world to talk about.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you, 2029 election will be election for the whole world to talk about, because when they allow criminals, when they allow crooks, brother, look, my man, the youth opening their eyes, they seeing it. They see today. They see what's going on today. They know that people are not in their interest. They know that government is not in their interest. They know that every budget that been passed by government affected them. It didn't help them.
It not help them in any way. The youth are being completely marginalized.
Marginalized. I will say them for free. I say you tell me about budget. I will say what I say.
Yeah, completely marginalized.
We came here because of the youth. We brought them here because of the youth. Why are they showing to us? Why are they showing to us? They're making us shame. You know how many phone calls I receive on a daily basis, brother? You know how many text messages I get? You know how many emails I get? You know how many insults I get? You know how many questions I'm supposed to answer? Get a mouth kept talking off.
It is a shame.
We are here and grieving because you make all the people misleading information, and then you take 2029, you come in the count raw sugar or more can talk. The message in 2029 will be direct, and will be direct with no fear.
Brother, the president at the time, presidential candidate or even president-elect, when we met him here, he was with him. He told us he will prosecute criminals. He will prosecute people that have taken Liberian wealth, that have in the possession ill-gotten wealth. He promised that was going to be his first target in the first 100 days. He's going to do that. Okay, he established the
what am I support to the Unity Party?
Yes, but then I will tell you something. You can't be behaving like you are against corruption, and you are masturbating yourself in the corridors of corruption.
Yeah.
You took men like the Deputy Speaker Tomo Fala Thomas Fala that have property all over that can be accounted for. He can get how he got the money. There's university gets all over that needs to be audited. You took Thomas Fala, you brought Thomas Fala to the United Nations General Assembly with you, even though he had no reason of coming, no business of coming because he did nothing here. You brought him on your delegate, among your delegate. What does that show? Are you actually fighting corruption, Mr. President? Are you fighting corruption? Thomas Fala should be audited, should be somewhere. Sanctions should be on him. You be auditing the properties that you have all over the place. Those are some of the things you'll be doing. But you get it on, you fly in plane with people that Thomas Fala all over the place. Men are supposed to be audited, or men are supposed to be going to serious legal process by now. But you hand-picking people to prosecute. You hand-picking people to prosecute. That is wrong. Justice cannot be selective. Justice should be open. It should be blind. All those guys should be.
Politics should not be tribalist.
Yes, you can't do that. You can't because Thomas Fala from local country, you don't want to prosecute Thomas Fala, but you could prosecute other people from you could prosecute what her name they filtered it on for that corruption. The former special assistant to the president. Fina Bono. You can prosecute Fina Bono them. You can follow them. You can prosecute Fina Bono. You can follow other people. But what is wrong with people like Thomas Fala that are supposed to be prosecuted? Why is wrong with other people that work in the government circle that took Liberian people money, consume it without any form of justification? That you should be able, Mr. President, to let the Liberian people know that these people are not going to do business with them. The president hanging out with Thomas Fala is a slap on the face of fighting corruption. It's a slap on the face. And I can tell anybody that for free. It's a slap. You cannot be hanging out with Thomas Fala in America. What you even put you on the delegate to do? What Thomas Fala came to do here? To come and do what?
Okay.
Just to give DSA, give him DSA, give him all that money to come and put him in a luxurious hotel, hang around all the place, hang out with his boys, and then he go back. Is that what you call fighting corruption, Mr. President? That is not fighting corruption.
Brother. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you see, I said it from the beginning. I talk about error from the beginning in my statement when I started. When people continue to be in error and continue to make error, and then when you go deep into error, and then before you realize your error has amounted to a certain level, you can't fix it.
No.
And then in that process, you feel hate. You think the people hate you. They not hate you. But right now, you're in this error, you think you're good, you enjoy it. Because nobody asking you, nobody can question you, you think you're the boss. But they want it that can question you when you think you are the high quarterbacks. And then the time frame in between, you think you're taking the bucket, taking the free rope, you are dancing with correctional figure. And then when the time comes, what the message? I can't tell you I'm not a criminal, but every time I'm bouncing, I'm a criminal. I can't tell you, oh, my man, I know the wash car, but every day I do car wash.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I know the wash car. I got no idea wash a car. But every time you see me the car wash. These are the same mistakes that are affecting the youth today. Individuals that take money that's supposed to benefit hospitals and benefit schools. These money are in a bank account and they're flying around with president account.
Yes, flying all over the place. Everywhere.
Right all over the place. And people think are being funnelized.
Yep.
Government schools. Government schools. How many paying? I just spoke with somebody yesterday from Grand Gita. The government school teacher. How many paying them? The president said they have reduced the money to $1,000 Liberian dollar.
Wow.
For teacher salary in Grand Gita public school. That is insane.
That is insane. Yes. So
that is insane. These are some of the mistakes we're talking about. When we tell them that the youth have been vandalized, they will ask us how, and these are things we explain to people. These are things we explain to the country, that you affected the youth in this manner. You take one lawmaker who not doing anything for the country, you made a budget high up there, the hospital that's supposed to help us, health-wise, you bring the budget to the least. You think you're helping the youth? You think you're helping the country? No. The schools building that's supposed to help our people. The budget for schools in our country is less. But what? Vice President budget all the way up there.
Way up. Where
are we going?
Yeah.
So those things, if we start with drastic things, they say, oh, you part of this, are you talking this? We were not brought to anything to not speak the truth. The truth remain the truth. The youth in our country are being marginalized by private government. Even currently, they are still under marginalization.
Yeah.
And with the admin, how? Let us go through the budget. The $1.2 billion budget, which is the first time in the Liberian history, which is the first time in our country history for the country budget to hit $1 billion. First time.
And the youth not even reflected. No.
And first time ever. So what are you benefiting? For the first time your nation budget hit $1 billion.
Yeah.
What are you benefiting? So tomorrow when they use stand to move you, you say the poor hate you, then I hate you. Then I hate you. And they're forgetting to know. It take the wise man to plan war. And it take fools to fight.
Yeah.
You cannot keep our youth vulnerable. You give them name, you call them Zokos and Zokis, and you think they're going to continue beating, dancing to that your ugly drum beat that you keep giving them. Because time will come, they will pray for them, their eye will get clear. And when the eye get clear, you even get bazooka, you will not hold them.
Yes.
And so that's why they should start correcting this mistake now, to revisit what they need to revisit. Because the youth, from day one, been marginalized, and they are still marginalized. We will not sit here for the Liberian youth to keep on a marginalization on a government. Then we will talk.
Thank you, Mr. Robert. Let me hold you right there. The youth keep on being marginalized. They have been marginalized. They have been marginalized since Rock of Ages, and the new government are supposed to work on that. They are not working on it. And I like the saying that it takes a wild man to plan the war, but it takes a fool to execute the war. So, Mr. Robert, I will say thank you for joining up. I mean, you went up, but hopefully you come back. We will try to wrap in this. Yes. Mr. Robert, I was just trying to say thank you. I like the saying that it takes a wise man to plan the war and take fool to fight the war. And on this note, I want to say thank you for joining the show. We are wrapping up now. I hope that next time you will oblige us when we ask you to join and to give more contribution on it.
Always, I'll be here, bro.
We thank you, brother, for your contribution. All right, thank you. All right,
thank you.
So, folks, there you have it. You see, you listen to Mr. Robert. You listen to the conversation today. So I just want to wrap up with a few minutes, and the wrapping up is going to focus a little bit on what we talked about yesterday when I sent a message to the president concerning our armed forces. The armed forces where you find a lot of young people, a lot of youth. And now the armed forces of Liberia is going to start talking about recruitment. They're about to recruit another set, and our young people going to join. Mr. President, I recommend several things to you. This platform is intended to provide information to you, Mr. President, because you have been barricaded. People have blocked you. Nobody can reach you anymore. Your lines people can't get to your line. But I know you do follow social media. I know you do. People, your strong confidant and do follow social media. Some of the messages are very important that you need to pay attention to, Mr. President. We talk about the armed forces. We talk about several branches in the armed forces, the Coast Guard and the Air Wing. And like I demonstrated yesterday, and I said it, Mr. President, your Coast Guard need a better boat. These are not boats that the Coast Guard will take. These are not vessels that the Coast Guard will take to go and provide security. To go and provide security for the oil block, for the oil drilling that is coming to take place right now. These are not things that the Coast Guard will be able to use. Look at these boats. It's not anywhere. It's almost looking like it's drowning. It's not going to fall, but it can't go far, Mr. President. You need a better boat. You need vessels. We didn't just didn't just show these things to you. We recommended things to you. Look at the other boat. This is why the Coast Guard have our best. These things are for river, Mr. President. They are for riverine patrol. They're for police in the water. Even the American government that give us this thing, they don't take it to the ocean. They don't go on any ocean. It goes in the river. They use these things for river. They have ships. They have boats that they use for ocean. If this thing capsizes and this, you lost a whole lot of soldiers. You will lost a whole lot of crew. And these are your subjects, Mr. President. You are the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The Coast Guard need better boats. Those boats cannot take us anywhere. Mr. President, I didn't just complain. I also presented you with recommendation. The Coast Guard needs something like this. The Coast Guard needs a cutter class vessel. It's not too expensive. 1.5, 1.2 million can give you these boats. The Coast Guard needs this boat to go out there and police our maritime water, our entire waters. We have 350 miles long coastline. The Coast Guard needs a better boat. They need better vessels. These vessels you see here, they can perform so much functions, so much thing they can do. When you look at it right up on the screen, you see how much things the vessel can do. A lot of stuff the vessel can be used to do. They are designed to maneuver in a rough water. They are designed for speed. They are designed for accuracy, and they have weapons mounted on them. They are designed purposely for that, Mr. President. Look into this. The Coast Guard needs this. This is one of the recommendations that I provided, and I also provided a recommendation of a second boat. There's another vessel. It looks stylish, but it's designed for speed and accuracy. And this vessel, on the high seas, you cannot even see them. They are made to camouflage. This vessel have precision. They have accuracy. They can surprise all those illegal fishing, all those pirates that will be coming around when the oil drilling start. You're going to have a lot of pirates coming on your coast. I promise you that. You're going to have sea robbers. You're going to have different kind of maritime challenge. I saw that entire contract and I see nothing covering Coast Guard. Every company that comes to Liberia to work, to drill our resources, to take our oil, our diamond and thing, they should have corporate social responsibility. So this can be one of their responsibility. You want to drill oil. You come in to drill oil from our country. Okay, but we need to provide you security because you are in our domain. You are in our territorial. You are in our EEZ. We have to provide you security. And the security that we need to provide you will be provided by the Liberian Coast Guard. The Liberian Coast Guard right now does not have the capacity. These are two vessels that we are presenting to you. We need 4. Mr. President, be a good deal striker. Go there and present that you need 4. They will tell you they don't have money for 4. They will give you money for 2. Put it in the deal, Mr. President, you can get it. We need it. And Mr. President, I also recommended to you the Liberia Air Wing. The armed forces are supposed to have 3 components. The Army, the Navy, which is the Coast Guard, and the Air Wing. Since the establishment of 2006, since the new Defense Act came into being, there have been no Air Wing. Mr. President, you can set a legacy that will forever be remembered by from generations to come. You can be the first to fully establish the Air Wing. You don't need plenty of men. You can get 20 soldiers you can take 20 soldiers from the current active soldier and put them to the Air Wing just the way they did the Coast Guard, and they will get training. You already have 2 pilots that are trained. You got 2 pilots that are trained. They are certified pilots capable of flying aircraft today. Mr. President, you need to establish that Air Wing, and you don't need big things to establish the Air Wing we're talking about. One of the pilots recommended these aircraft, and he prepared them and sent them to me. Look at this. Mr. President, the aircraft is called Cessna. It's Cessna 206. It's a 12-seater passenger plane. Most air wing, most air force that started around the world, they started from passengers, from transporting passengers. At least you get your air wing established. This aircraft can be used to transport high dignitaries around the country. It can also be used to carry cargo and passengers. It can be used for intelligence gathering. It can be used for area surveillance. It can aid in maritime search and rescue operations. It can be used for air reconnaissance and air ambulance services, Mr. President. This small aircraft you're seeing, it can do it. It can do it. That includes medical casualty evacuation. You can use it for border security. You can also use it for humanitarian aid during natural disasters, to take it there. During election time, it takes off forever to get ballot boxes, ballot material across, especially in the Southeast, because of bad roads. Mr. President, election result can be thwarted because of a longevity of the time it's staying there. You get these aircraft, they are small. And the price for the aircraft, Mr. President, look at the price. This is the price for brand new aircraft. As I'm telling you, 12-seater Cessna 206. It ranged from $750,000 to $1 million. $750,000 to $1 million. If you buy some of them that have been upgraded a little bit, based on maybe from 2014, 2015 ones, you buy it for $1,050, Mr. President, $1,050,000 for this aircraft. You can use this aircraft to start your air wing, Mr. President. You can do that. We are calling on you to pay attention to your armed forces, like we said yesterday. For Liberia to be safe, the armed forces need to be well equipped and ready. Your armed forces, ask some of the generals might lie to you. Those senior officers might lie to you. When last they ever conducted drills? When last they ever went for exercise? When last your soldier went to the range to shoot? They can't even shoot now. They will miss their shot because they have not been practicing. The military skills are perishable skills. If you don't perfect the skills, they will leave you. A soldier that cannot aim his target, he's as useless as a civilian. He's as useless as a civilian, Mr. President. So you must make sure, allocate money in the budget for your armed forces. That money you allocate, 20 million, well, almost 17 million, 18 million is going to salary. The armed forces does not even have money to exercise training. There was 50,000 you allocated for staff training in the budget. 50,000, Mr. President. That's why our classmates from Nigeria, our schoolmates, our classmates that will graduate together, that's why they can receive when they're traveling out for course. When they're going for a course, a captain will receive $50,000 as his allowance, as everything for that travel for 1 year. That's why they can receive. But that's the entire money you allocated in the budget, Mr. President, for staff training of the armed forces of Liberia for 1 year, 365 days. That is not realistic. Your security advisor around you, they're not advising you well. The armed forces need attention. You need to take care of a troop. If you don't take care of a troop, they will take care of you. Mr. President, we're not encouraging any violence, we're not encouraging anything, but we're trying to tell you, pay attention to your troop. So that's how we wrap it on this section. We say thank you, all those that listen, all those that gave their comment. We follow your comment. We follow your recommendation. We ask you to subscribe to our page. You can always go back and watch the video. You can always, my numbers are there, my phones are there. The lines are open. You can call and give a recommendation. If you think there was something that we didn't say or we should have said, or something that we didn't do that we should have done, we are asking for your recommendation. Please provide a recommendation. This platform came to stay. It's not going nowhere. We are going to be on it. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about civic education. Civic education. Our people need education. Not every time we talk politics, no, it's not just about politics. Tomorrow, we'll talk about civic education. For example, why will you allow yourself? You allow somebody to truck you, pull you in, to truck you, take you from your constituency where you live, take you from where you live, where you're supposed to make decisions. They took you from there and scare you to another district to go and make you to vote for them. So you're voting for somebody that will not make decisions for you. That's the reason why good decisions are not being made in the legislature. Because most of the people that voted those guys in are not even their own people. They are people, they are random people. So tomorrow we'll be telling you, what you're supposed to do in the civic way, to civic duties and responsibility of citizens. We will be talking about that. So I ask you to tune in, sign up on our Facebook page. You can follow us. It's Liberian Voices Unfiltered. We appreciate you. We need more likes, more comment. That's the only way our page can be heard and seen outside there. Some of the information we are providing, we pay for them. So most of this information I will need, if you have any form of information, I know there are a lot of people that wants to come on the show, but they can't come. There are a lot of professional colleagues of mine that I know, that I spoke with. They told me they can't come, and I know the reason why they can't come. When the people in government, you can't be able to speak against government because our government is so petty. They're so petty, they are going to go after you. Even if you speak your mind, freedom of speech is being thrown under the bus. It's bad in Liberia. You can't speak against anything that you are within, which is wrong. Other countries, you are allowed to speak against ills in society. So I understand when some of my colleagues say they can't come on the show. I understand when some of my friends say, "But man, I like the show, I follow your show, but I can't really appear on the show because you can't. There's the only salary and thing that is keeping us up, my family. I don't want to lose it." I understand and I appreciate that. But if you have any vital information that you need for us, we're not on their payroll. So we'll speak it as it is. We'll speak it clear. We'll speak it raw. It will be unfiltered. So if you have any information that you want to share with us, any information that you think it is important that we need to speak about, to share highlight on, to bring to the public, you can text it to +267 559 4052. That is our WhatsApp number too. You can send information to that number. We will be happy to discuss the issue. We will not call names. We don't give the sources of our information. It is unprofessional. We don't do that. And we are also looking for people that want to form part of this show, like panelists. We want to have a whole panel discussion, because if you have people with diverse view and that from diverse background, it makes the show more interesting. So we need it interactive. But we are looking for people, youth, young people. When I mean youth, you can be old, you can still provide information. We like that. But we need people to form part of this platform to help us propagate the word out there to the Liberian people concerning what the government are doing, pointing out the wrongs. And we'll also talk about the right one, the good things that government are doing too. We'll talk about that. This show is going to be balanced. It's going to be credible. So we're not going to be one-sided. No. If you are opposition or in position or any position, anywhere you form, you can come in. You can form part of the show. You can be from ANC, CDC, Unity Party, CMC, any party. You can come. Your opinion, your voices can be heard here. We're not looking for, say, you must be senator or you must be representative when you come on the show. No. Anyone from anywhere, any community, once you opt in to come on the show, we will oblige your request and we will bring you on the show to contribute. Like I said, don't miss Saturday. Saturday is going to be blast. Saturday by 6 p.m. Liberia time. We're going to be digging deep into the Liberia Maritime Program. The Liberia Maritime Program that is being run by LISCA. We're going to be digging into that. And that program, we're going to tell you exactly the money, how much money comes to LISCA. We have credible information. We have sources of our information. How much money comes to LISCA and what is the remittance to Liberia? Have Liberian government been hiding this information? Why is it that it's not available to the public? Why are this information concerning maritime not available to the public? We got document in our possession. We're going to be showing it tomorrow. We're going to be displaying. We're going to be doing calculations tomorrow on Saturday. Join the show. If we will have some, we might have some professional colleagues online, or we might not have. But 2 people are already accepted to join the show. 2 maritime professionals have already accepted to join the show. We'll be going into that. So please follow our page, like our page, share the video, make a comment. If you happen to watch it, even at the end of it or after the show, leave a comment and we will appreciate. Thank you. God bless you. Have a very good night.
From the towering peaks of the Woolajezi Mountain in Lofa County to the golden plains of Bomi River Basin, through the verdant greens of the Sapo National Park, a place where monkeys whisper secrets and pygmy hippos tread unseen, from the valleys to the roaring coasts of Monrovia, Buchanan, Harper, and Robertsport. These are the voices that travel unfiltered, uncaged, and unstoppable. Welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where we speak the languages of the land, celebrate the cultures of our people, beat the drums of our tribes, and dance to the rhythms of our identity. This platform is more than just a broadcast. It's a movement, a megaphone for the people. No scripts, no sugarcoating, no stage management, just the truth, pure, bold, and proudly Liberian. Tune in, turn up the volume, and join your host, George Senator Sibo, the Pan-Africanist, shaking the mic, breaking the silence, and speaking for the nation and its people. The Liberian Voices Unfiltered. All hail, Liberia hail. It is raw, it is real, it is authentic. From the bushes to the beaches, this is our voices, our truth, and our story. It must be heard.
Yeah, you're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mask, no crown.
Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say. Unfiltered voices paving the way.
Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Yeah, we tell you how it is, no filter. Liberian Voices Unfiltered. The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Buchanan to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Town, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Yeah.
All right, folks, thank you for tuning in, and God bless you. Have a nice night.